The exquisiteness of Chinese clothing. Although the fashion trend changes over time, there are several types that are popular till today, both at home and abroad. In this session, we are going to take a closer look at some typical examples such as Hanfu, Qipao, Tangzhuang, and Zhongshanzhuang. Let's start our fashion tour with the traditional Han Chinese clothing, Hanfu. Traditional Han Chinese clothing refers to the attire worn by the Han people from the enthronement of the Yellow Emperor till the late Ming Dynasty. It became known as the Hanfu. Fu means clothes in Chinese, because the fashion was improved and popularized during the Han Dynasty. Traditionally, the Hanfu consists of a robe or shirt worn as the upper garment with a pleated skirt commonly worn as the lower garment. It is usually designed with a cross collar, wrapping the left lapel over the right, loose wide sleeves, and no buttons but a sash. Now you may understand the meaning of 上衣下长, 交领右衽. Although simple in design, it gives different feelings to different wearers. The following words are used to describe the different Hanfu styles. 一, any open cross-collar garment worn by both sexes. 袍, any closed full-body garment worn only by men. 如, an open cross-collar shirt. 衫, an open cross-collar shirt or jacket. 裙, 长, a skirt for women and men. 裤, trousers or pants. At the beginning of the 21st century, there was a social movement seeking to revitalize ancient Han Chinese fashion, which is called the Hanfu movement. You may sometimes see young people dressed in Hanfu posing for pictures in parks or streets. Qipao, also known as Cheongsam, has long captured the imagination and fancy of people across the world. The modernized Qipao was form-fitting and featured a more revealing cut, with an emphasis on women's body line. The length was shortened, reaching to above the knee, and the form was body-hugging, with side slits that reached up to the thigh. Western influences also inspired the addition of bare sleeves and even sleeveless qipaos. Following the popularization of qipao, new materials such as lace were introduced, as well as more affordable and practical materials such as cotton, wool, twill, and linen, in addition to the traditional silks. Cheongsam is the most popular Chinese attire in the world today. Major elements for choosing a cheongsam may include tailoring, handmade embroidery, material, pattern, collar shape, sleeve shape, slit, front piece, hat, and frock. Chinese suit, Tangzhuang, is a combination of the Manchu mail jacket of the Qing dynasty and the Western-style suit. It is usually straight-collared, with coiled buttons down the front. Its color and design are in traditional Chinese style, but tailoring is Western. Obviously, Chinese suit or Tangzhuang is not the clothing of the Tang dynasty, but the origin of this name, Tangzhuang, does have something to do with Tang Dynasty. Since Tang Dynasty is one of the most prosperous times in Chinese history, people usually use the word Tang to refer to traditional Chinese culture. For example, Chinatowns in the US or the UK are also called Tang People's Street. Therefore, Tangzhuang also represents the deep traditional Chinese cultures. Tangzhuang has appeared in many international events. At the APEC in 2001, all national leaders wore a Tangzhuang in royal blue or scarlet, embroidered with a round pattern of peonies, Chinese national flower. Nowadays, people of all ages tend to choose Tangzhuang as their clothes to celebrate important events or festivals, particularly in spring festivals. If you want to buy a Tangzhuang, it is suggested to ask whether the fabric used has been sanforized, because most of the traditional Chinese Tangzhuang are made of natural materials such as silk and brocade, and they may shrink. Also, it is suggested that you rub the material lightly to ensure it does not fade. In picking colors, bright warm-toned colors are recommended, which make people look energetic. This is especially true for seniors. Chinese tunic suit is also called the Yansan suit or Zhongshan Zhuang, was designed by Dr. Sun Yansan. By combining the Western-style suit and Chinese attire, it was customary in ancient times to change the style of the people's clothes whenever a new dynasty was established. The 1911 revolution, led by Dr. Sun Yat-sen, overthrew the Qing dynasty and founded the Republic of China. Members of his nationalist party proposed a change to the national costume. During discussions, Dr. Sun favored the carol dress prevalent in Guangdong province, but proposed certain modifications. A designer worked with his ideas and produced a tunic with 4 pockets and a turned-down collar, secured with 5 central buttons. It looked simple and tasteful and gave an air of respectability. It had revolutionary implications. The pocket lids were like reversed triangle pen holders, symbolizing the thought of respecting culture and promoting education. The 5 buttons represented the 5 powers outlined in the proposed constitution. As Chairman Mao Zedong worn it quite frequently, it is also called the Mao suit by Westerners. It is a main attire from the founding of the People's Republic of China in 1949 till 1980s. The country's leaders still wear it today when attending important occasions such as military parades. To sum up, each country in the world has its own unique traditional clothes, from which people are able to distinguish one country from another, and China is no exception. After years of changes and evolution, Hanfu, Qipao, Tangzhuang, and Zhongshan become the 4 most distinctive types of traditional Chinese clothing and are still popular in modern society.